today's Extra.
Hello and welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. I'm Jack Smith, joined by Eric Beattie for the Manager Show. Coach, it's your final regular season game here at Veterans Field, and I'm curious, what's your routine like before a home game here?
Well, I get to the field, hang out with the guys a little bit, do our BP, hit some fungos, and then usually during the opposing team's BP, I'll write the lineup of the opposing team and get my little pitch and pocket chart ready. And then I'll go over to the Cumby and grab some coffee and grab a little protein shake if I need it, and then come back here and get ready for the game.
When you're writing a lineup 1 through 9, what are some of the things you look for when deciding where to put someone?
Well, we typically do that earlier in the day, but there's a ton of things we take into consideration. We take into consideration the opposing team pitcher, who's hot, who's not, righty, lefty, and then sometimes you just mix things up, as you've been seeing recently.
What made Campbell Smithwick yesterday a candidate to be in the leadoff spot?
Campbell has good at bats. Yesterday, he faced a tough lefty there at the beginning of the game that got to him a little bit, but yeah, we're just switching it up, giving him an opportunity. Once Will Bermudez gets back, he'll probably step into that spot again, but we've been passing around a little bit.
Ashton Larson's on a 6-game hit streak, and it feels like some of the stuff that he does doesn't get talked about all that often just because you expect it from him on a day-in and day-out basis. What has he shown you this summer? Yeah,
Ashton's a smart kid. He never gets down too low. When he gets out, he wants to know why. He asks good questions. He likes to talk about hitting. He makes good adjustments. He makes adjustments in at bat from pitch to pitch. His swing is very smooth and short and compact, so he's not afraid to see the ball a really long time, so a lot of good that he does that leaks into his play positively.
Does he remind you of anyone else that you've seen or coached before?
A little bit of Mitch Jebb from 2 years ago, a little bit, in terms of how much he thinks about his at-bats. Tools-wise, they have a little bit different set of tools, but how cognitive of players that they are and how much thought they put into at-bats. I would say Mitch Jebb, he reminds me of Mitch some.
Augie Mojica takes the ball for you today. What made you decide to give him his first start?
Augie's had some really good appearances for us as of late. We can get some length out of him. He's got about 4 pitches he can throw for strikes, and he's got a good sinker. So if the sinker's working today, which it has been working real well for him, he can get quick outs.
He comes from San Jacinto College, which is where you've had a lot of players from, whether they come from there or they've made stops there before. How did that San Jacinto to Chatham pipeline start?
It's just kind of worked out that way. Sometimes things happen organically. I don't know if there's any specific reason on how that happened, but those guys have been good for us.
2 more games left before the postseason. What'll make it a successful next 2 days for you?
Good energy in the dugout. Obviously, we want to win, but we just want to play good baseball and have good energy and make sure we're, again, having a lot of fun from pitch to pitch.
Chatham takes on Harwich in the final game here at Veterans Field in the regular season before a game here on Tuesday for the playoffs. Coach, thanks for the time.
You're welcome.